Welcome to Women on Death Row. I'm still JT. Today for episode 6, we're going to cover Sammantha Allen. From a new state this time, we're moving on to Arizona. As with every episode in this series, I'll be covering this case utilizing primary documentation, provided I was able to find it. Any sources used will be in the show notes. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so we can let you know whenever a new video is posted or when we go live. That's the cheapest and easiest way to support us, and we appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into it. The case of State v. Allen revolves around the tragic death of 10-year-old Amy Deal, whose life ended due to the horrific abuse inflicted by her relatives, primarily Sammantha Allen and her husband, John. This case not only highlights the individual culpability of those involved, but also raises questions about systemic failures in protecting vulnerable children. Amy was born on July 24th, 2000, was subjected to severe abuse and neglect by her extended family throughout her life. Amy lived with multiple family members, including her legal guardian and aunt, Cynthia Stoltzman, in a household that was reportedly abusive and neglectful. She was also treated as a scapegoat and endured a range of physical and emotional punishments that isolated her from any form of support or care. The Deal family, which included Sammantha Allen, Amy's cousin, and John Allen, often resorted to harsh disciplinary measures, which they claimed were meant to correct Amy's behavior. Amy was frequently the target of these punishments, enduring conditions and treatment far worse than any of the other children in the household. In the events leading up to Amy's death, on July 11th, 2011, as punishment for allegedly taking a popsicle without permission, Amy was forced by Sammantha and John Allen to perform physically exhausting exercises in the scorching Arizona heat. Following this, she was locked in a small footlocker as punishment, which was a common punitive practice used by the family. This footlocker measured approximately 3 feet by 1 foot 2 inches and was just a foot deep, far too small for a child to fit into comfortably. Amy, who was 4 feet 2 inches tall and weighed about 59 pounds, was forced into the locker and left overnight, causing her to suffocate. On July 12th, 2011, family members claimed to have found Amy's lifeless body in the box, initially telling police she had been playing hide and seek and locked herself in accidentally. Suspicion arose immediately due to the inconsistencies in the family's accounts and the signs of physical trauma evident on Amy's body. As authorities delved deeper into the family dynamics and living conditions, they discovered a pattern of abuse and neglect specifically targeting Amy. Interviews with family members and neighbors revealed a long history of Amy being subjected to cruel and unusual punishments. Sammantha Allen and John Allen were arrested on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit child abuse, and several counts of child abuse. Additional family members, including Cynthia Stoltzman and Judith Deal, were charged with child abuse and kidnapping due to their involvement in past abuse against Amy. The trial of Sammantha Allen commenced in 2017, with the prosecution presenting evidence of the systematic abuse Amy endured and the specific events leading to her death. Witnesses testified about the punishments Amy suffered, including being forced to eat dog feces and hot sauce, and being subjected to physical beatings with a paddle known as the, quote, butt buster. The defense argued for a lesser sentence, citing factors such as Sammantha Allen's mental state and her alleged subservience to her husband's commands. They contended that her involvement was influenced by a dominating partner and sought to mitigate her responsibility in Amy's death. Despite all of that, Sammantha Allen was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death by lethal injection, alongside a 74-year sentence for child abuse and conspiracy to commit child abuse. The jury found that the nature of the crime and the pattern of abuse warranted the harshest penalty available. Sammantha Allen's case was automatically reviewed by the Arizona Supreme Court, as is customary for death penalty cases. The defense raised issues regarding the proportionality of the death sentence and alleged ineffective assistance of counsel. The Arizona Supreme Court upheld the conviction and death sentence, affirming that the evidence of prolonged abuse and the circumstances of Amy's death justified that sentence. The court rejected claims of ineffective counsel, noting that Sammantha Allen had received a fair trial. In terms of broader implications, specific to child welfare and protection failures, the case underscored significant failures in the child protection system, as multiple reports of abuse had been made over the years with insufficient intervention. Amy's death prompted a reevaluation of how child welfare cases are handled, especially concerning children in complex family situations involving extended family caregivers. The legal and social impact, harsh penalties imposed in this case served as a warning about the consequences of severe child abuse and neglect, and the case brought attention to the need for a systemic reform in child welfare services to prevent similar tragedies. The tragic case of Amy Deal and the conviction of Sammantha Allen is a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by abused children and the responsibilities of society to protect them. The case highlights not only the personal accountability of those directly involved, but also the need for vigilance and systemic improvements in child protection efforts. The Arizona Supreme Court's decision to uphold Sammantha Allen's death sentence reflects the gravity of her crimes and underscores the justice system's role in addressing such egregious acts of violence against children. Although one would hope it would never come to that. Thank you for tuning in to Women on Death Row. If you liked this, you can find all this and more on the True Crime and Wine Time channel, as well as the Courtyard Discord server. Don't know how to access the Courtyard? Click the Discord invite link in the show notes and get ready for a great time with wonderful people. Until next time, take care of yourself, your friends, family, and community. Don't let anybody dull that sparkle. And shine on. Shine on, you crazy diamonds.